What we do in our groups is use literature to connect, to find community, to find clarity, while using solidarity and silence breaking to try to initiate that effort.
2 years I lived in Orlando, Kissimmee. That's when my party life started, you know what I mean? Little groups of people and all that. Because out here in Boston, it was more like I was out the porch, you know what I mean? Like, I really like getting influenced by the street life and all that. But in Florida, that's what really opened the party life. It's like drinking, you know what I mean? Smoking at first and all that. And then, I don't know, I just started doing stupid things, you know what I mean? That'll just get me in trouble.
13 years old is when I did my first drug. I smoked a cigarette for the first time at 13, and the first time I slept with a woman was at 13. All those three things basically just overtook me. You know what I mean? The women, selling of the drugs, which I started at late 13 or beginning of 14, and everything just spiraled from there. From that point on, my whole life revolved around dealing drugs, doing drugs, manipulating women, hurting lives. And so it became a very tragic situation for my life to take that turn.
The only thing that really bothers a person in jail is two things, you know what I mean? It's like the people that you miss, you know what I mean? And then it's this, you know what I mean? This is the real fight in jail. This the reason why you feel mad in there. You know what I mean? You care about people's judgments at all times, so you put up this character at all times.
And partaking in Cheryl's poetry class. And as the class goes on, you start to see the walls of, all the walls that we have up that were strong, that were all muscle heads and that were all tough. And we start to kind of turn into little boys again.
The presentation that we have right here, we all just came from the White House, we came from institutions, most of us came from prison. Like he said earlier, Cheryl over here helped us, find ourselves better through the art, writing, journaling, all different type of, even reading itself, So our mission was to come over here and kind of self-express our art that she introduced to us.
So writing was always it's a different part of your imagination, you know what I mean? Because I always like reading, and when I read, they tell you the detail even about the temperature in the air, the little fly that's, they really know how to put you in there. So me, when I write, I try to work on little imagery, and really create this world that people could see, you know what I mean? From what I could see, you know what I mean? Or from what I'm feeling, I try to put people in that place itself, you know what I mean? And feel the emotion kinda, or feel the atmosphere the same as well, So writing to me was always like a portal, you know what I mean? Welcome to my world real quick.
Writing has become a positive addiction for me because I break down the word addiction. The first three letters in addiction is ad. Then DICT is an abbreviation for dictatorship, and TION means motion.
Yeah.
So on the negative side, when I add a substance to my body, it dictates my daily motions. I have to come down here. I have to get the methadone. I have to get the pills. I got to go over here to the projects and get the crack. All these things I got to put in my body that dictate all my motions. Now in the positive realm, when I add some spirituality to my life, some steps to my life, and some writing, now the writing is kind of dictating my day. I'm down here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon doing this documentary. So now it kind of dictates my emotions and how I go about my day.
In my life, I try to keep it as simple as possible. You know what I mean? Because if I complicate things, I'm one of those people, I just mess it up, It's like a magician. He's trying to make the greatest illusion, but if he puts a little bit too much, people will catch the trick, So to me, I just try to keep it simple. I just work, listen to a lot of music or instrumentals, I like a lot of zone out music, like funk and all that, Afro funk and all that. A lot of different reggae and all that. I just try to listen to music that has messages, or I'll watch documentaries and all that. I try to keep simple, stay away from a lot of people, You know, very like an isolated person, but it's not really an isolated person. You know what I mean? I just isolate from the world that I know is out there that I've been part of. So I try to isolate myself from that.
Our creation of love, our creation of knowledge, our creation of devotion. But forgive us for our construction of destruction, north, south, east, west, all in corruption. We need to stop all of this madness. Please feel the will that I feel while watching all of this sadness. True actions speak louder than words. Is it intentional or motivated by inspiration? You want change, yet you sit. What do you stand for? You have a name, a title. What's the message in your book's character? Are you fiction or non-fiction? Do you offer help to others just as much as you offer help for yourself? Devotion while I'm floating on this ocean's motion. Love is the answer, and God is truth. Please understand, so please stop being scared to shake this Muslim's hand.
I work in a detox, and it allows me to be able to give back to others. I do refuge recovery. I do Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous. I do anything where people are being positive. I'll do poetry. If someone asks me to go to church, I go. I'll partake in Buddhism. Anything where they're being positive and elevating, I'm there.
In my mother's womb was the greatest love. The 9 letters in addiction means I was hooked on drugs.
Hustlers chase Gucci that brings groupie love. Prison is filled with violence, hate, gangs, and thugs. At the end of the day, everyone wants God's supreme love.
5 times a day, Muslims pray on rugs. $40 buys an addict a fix. Ghetto boys said it best, our minds play tricks and becomes our worst enemy.
A needle, cooker, and a crack pipe became best friends to me. Family love and support has always been there.
The disease of addiction tells us that no one cares. An addict's biggest problem is addressing our fears.
Using a drug to hide the heart's lack of love and care. If Hernandez worked the 12 steps, I think he'd still be here. No matter the first, second, or third tier, loss of hope and loneliness glooms in the air.
There is a solution called the spiritual path, giving to others first and putting our ego last. For $1 a day, cutting prison grass, thinking about the past and our future paths. Prison is where you end up when you want to be a clown in class.
Tired of the cold cereal during the Muslim fast. Takes reading and self-care to make this time in prison our last.
Acts of kindness have more value than jewelry and cash. Life is like a car, in the life of addiction we crash. Mothers get the call that their son or daughter has passed.
Kids put flowers at the gravesite in the grass. This is not a game. Ask the families that have an addict's body in a glass. I would just like to say, stay strong to my good friend of mine, Sean, aka Sean Carter, aka Cap, just doing life in prison up in Shirley. And I just wanted to know that I always got your back, and I told you I was gonna come home and do something different, and we're gonna get that case flipped for you. Thank you.